I stand by my belief, based, I think, on the scientific evidence, that marijuana for casual users, individual users, is subject to abuse. But as I said in the interview, the incarceration model that we've taken, particularly around marijuana, does not seem to have produced the kinds of results that we've said.
President Obama clarifying his recent comments that pot is no more dangerous than alcohol. Comments coming right in the middle of a national debate sparked by the recent legalization of marijuana in Colorado and Washington. Our expert panel here to take it on with some background first from ABC's medical expert, Dr. Richard Besser.
Have your IDs ready!
It's a Wild West weed rush.
We think the whole world's watching right now.
Lines spiral out the door.
It is historic.
Not just people from Colorado.
Hollywood, Florida, and I'm a teacher.
They're drawn by the chance to legally buy marijuana. Not just medical marijuana, but marijuana just for fun.
You'll be very happy with that.
Perfectly legal, taxable, almost normal. And a huge business opportunity.
Can you say anything about how business expanded when it went recreational?
On January 1, we tripled our sales.
Tripled.
And on our second day, on January 2, we doubled.
This is the largest dispensary in the state so far.
These are our mother plants. This is our flowering room. So after the plant is harvested, it's going to come here into our trim room. In here, we dry that finished bud.
This is a big operation.
We're 20,000 square feet right now, and we're expanding into an additional 20,000 square feet.
But though voters decided, the country's divided. A recent ABC News Washington Post poll found 49% support legal recreational weed, 48% oppose. And Denver's mayor, Michael Hancock, is one of them.
You were an outspoken critic of legalization of marijuana.
Right.
And now you're in charge of making sure it's done right.
Right.
How do you reconcile that?
The people have spoken. They've amended our Constitution to legalize marijuana in Colorado. And my personal views aside, my job now is to carry forth the regulatory framework and the enforcement mechanisms of this industry in a very responsible and professional manner.
Dr. Paula Riggs has spent the last 20 years researching marijuana addiction in teens.
Brain development is really rapidly occurring from about age 10 well into our mid to late 20s. Your brain's kind of under construction, and it disrupts the development of circuits. And the latest study shows that regular use when you're an adolescent is associated with a 6 to 8 point reduction in IQ.
High school senior Calvin Smeltzer started smoking in the 8th grade.
Before school, during school, after school, at night, again at night, really late at night. Then when I woke up in the morning, it started all over again.
His whole life became unmanageable, and he couldn't stop. That's an addiction.
Calvin's parents enrolled him here, Muir Wood.
It's my recovery, it's my life.
A rehab center for teen boys.
Nobody has their first smoke thinking, I want to become an addict. It just sneaks up on you.
Over a lifetime, 9% of marijuana smokers will become addicted. But compare that to the addiction rates for other legal drugs. 32% for tobacco and 15% for alcohol.
All the objective evidence on marijuana finds that it's far less harmful than alcohol. It's less toxic, it's less addictive.
Mason Tvert led the campaign for legalization in Colorado. He says if you allow alcohol, marijuana should be a slam dunk.
Unlike alcohol, marijuana doesn't contribute to acts of violence and reckless behavior. It's really bad public policy to steer adults away from marijuana and toward drinking.
The Colorado State Police can test for drinking. For pot?
There's nothing on the side of the road that can detect as much like the portable breath test for alcohol.
Nothing like a breathalyzer.
There's no breathalyzer for marijuana.
So instead, officers look for things like a steady horizontal gaze, being able to stand on one leg, and being able to walk and turn without stumbling. But marijuana arrests aren't just for impaired driving. In 2011, there were 750,000 arrests for marijuana offenses nationwide, most of them for simple possession.
And I think people get the fact we've spent too many resources incarcerating people or citing people on this. So let's be smart about how we handle it. Let's legalize it, tax it, and let's make sure that people are held responsible for the responsible use of it.
These 22-year-olds came to Colorado to snowboard and get high. Legally.
What do you think about it being legal?
It takes a lot off your shoulders.
A lot of that pressure.
Yeah, exactly. You have to see the name, exactly what strain it is.
A lot of people, they've become connoisseurs of this product. So for them, it is about smell, it's about taste, flavor, obviously.
It sounds like how people describe a fine wine.
Colorado, in a way, is becoming its own little Napa Valley.